I used to be seeking a lot. I used to really, really feel like something was missing. And now I feel something has settled down inside. There is a peace here inside my heart. There's a freedom here inside my heart. There's a knowing of something within myself which can never be harmed, which can never die. And at the same time, I'm still absolutely going through the mill. And it's a journey, a challenging journey at times. But yeah, I believe what we need to discover the freedom that we're longing for, we need to know that it is possible. We need to know that it's not just these rare teachers on the pedestal. It's not just Muji, Rupert Spira, Eckhart Tolle, whatever. It can happen to us, normal people. It can happen for us. So we need that realization that it is possible. And we also need a 100% dedication. A 100% dedication to this freedom. In whatever form that takes, a 100% dedication to it. At first, that 100% dedication can come in the form of a lot of seeking energy. At least it did for me, and it does for lots of people. That 100% dedication comes in the form of, I'm going to travel the world and visit all the spiritual teachers. I'm going to meditate 10 hours a day. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. Quite exhausting. But there is just this fire, this drive, this 100% dedication to it in that way, in the seeking way. And eventually something happens. That dedication, it's not wrong. It's not bad. It gets you to where you need to be, and it gives you the taste of what isn't seeking. It gives you the taste of what isn't suffering. And you taste it, you taste it, you taste it. The dedication takes you to satsang, you taste it, you taste it. Takes you to the YouTube videos, you listen, you drink it in, you drink it in, you drink it in. And gradually, over time, the seeking energy that was so strong, it starts to die down a bit. And your being, the effortless, causeless beingness, which feels complete in and of itself, which feels whole in and of itself, starts to reveal itself. And then, that 100% dedication, which was going into the seeking, you don't lose that 100% dedication, but instead of it going into the willpower of the separate self looking, it starts to go into the love for just being with yourself. A love for being with your being. A love for enjoying your being. And when I say enjoying your being, I say that in a way that's meant to point to the fact that we consciously choose our being over all of the conditioning within the mind. We start to dedicate ourselves towards this. every day we stay with it. And if whatever comes up in our system, which pulls us into identification again, which tries to pull us into suffering again, we stay dedicated to this. There's less, it's not seeking, but it is still a 100% dedication. You're 100% this way. Not 100% this way. You're 100% this way. You've through the seeking, through the tasting of truth, you've fallen in love with truth. You've fallen in love with your being. You've fallen in love with freedom. And you start to give your life to that. And if you're ever pulled out of it for whatever reason, which of course happens with the struggles of life and the body and the mind, then you automatically, you just know you have to find your way back to it. You don't numb yourself out. You don't distract yourself. Instead, you give yourself space. You go for a walk. You sit. You be, and you come back to yourself. And it's a dedication to that. A dedication to that. 100%.
So Mia, what was your favourite part of that video? All right, I'll ask you, Lottie. Lottie, what was your favourite part of that video?
I liked it when you were like talking about like I gotta be honest, Chris, I wasn't actually listening. I was just sitting there watching it and I was thinking about my own stuff.